Hey everyone, Ryan here with Game or Die, and I want to give you my quick thoughts on MudRunner VR. Now, this is actually a standalone version made specifically for the Meta Quest VR headset, and it's actually a brand new game. I thought it was going to be MudRunner, the port, in VR, but it's actually its own separate game. And unfortunately, it is a little bit watered down. It doesn't have a whole lot to it, but what there is in that game is very interactable. When you're dealing with the cars, you're driving through the mud, you're interacting with multiple vehicles, and as you are driving, things are actually happening, which is the first time in one of these games. There's been Spin Tires, MudRunner, SnowRunner, and then earlier this year in March, Expeditions, a MudRunner game. And now we have a MudRunner VR version. So when you're driving, you see things like cars driving by with people in them. First time that's ever happened in the series. You're driving around and telephone poles are falling down, crashing on the ground, obscuring your drive, and so you have to find alternative routes. You're also dealing with other vehicles having to tow them out of the way. It's actually kind of incredible, and so I just wanted to tell people what this game actually is, and you can see it in this footage as well, because man, it's actually really cool. When you put on the headset, you are in the world of MudRunner. It is limited. There is not a whole lot of interaction outside of the vehicles, but once you get into the vehicles, man, it becomes kind of a little bit hectic. You're having to deal with the transmission, driving around in either automatic or first, second, third, or fourth or fifth gear. Also having to put, the parking brake on, dealing with all-wheel drive functionality, dealing with differential lock functionality, and even when you're driving through the mud, you gotta turn the windshield wipers on. It's kind of intense. Along with that, in certain types of environments, you have to actually get out of the vehicle, which is something I've been wanting from the start. I've always said that it would be really nice to be able to get out of the car, walk around the car as a character, and use the winch. Like walk over to a tree with a winch and kind of grapple it around a tree. Kind of like in one of the Uncharted games. In the later Uncharted games, you were actually able to do that with Drake, but here in MudRunner, it's just kind of a button press, right? In MudRunner VR, you don't actually have to worry about it. You get out of the car and you actually clip it onto the tree. It is unbelievably incredible. So anyways, I wanted to give a little quick thoughts video on my playtime so far. I've got several hours into the game. I don't know how long it is, but it does seem pretty well produced for a VR game. It is not bare bones, but there definitely could be more. The missions are very simplistic. There is usually 1 to 2, maybe 3 objectives at most. And the single unbelievable thing is the single issue is that when you're dealing with the game and you're driving around, you have to manage your fuel. And fuel management is the single biggest issue in this game. Driving around, your car eats up fuel like Slimer at a buffet. It is unbelievable. And I have had to restart missions from either checkpoints or straight up restart them a few times already because I've ran out of fuel. And pretty much every mission ends with me sweating bullets going, oh my gosh, am I able to get to the end without running out of gas? And when you run out of gas, you're kind of SOL. You can drive around in different cars, kind of like you could do in the other ones, but it's really not very easy to do. And most cars don't have a way for you to siphon gas from one car to another. So if you run out of gas on the road in the middle of a mission, which can take 20, 30, 45 minutes, you kind of have to restart the whole mission over again. There's no way to fix that. And since this is a native headset game on the Oculus Quest, there's probably not going to be any mods or ports or cheat codes or anything like that. It's just kind of the way it is. I don't see them patching something like that in. So with that being said, this game is super fun if you like the MudRunner type of games. If you played MudRunner, Spin Tires, Snow Runner, or Expeditions, you will love this game. It is such a blast to sit in the cockpit or the driver's seat of a big old truck, drive around off-road, winch cars out of the way, and complete tasks. Again, pretty simplistic for what it is, but it is only 20 bucks, and hey, you can't complain too much with that. Anyways, that's my quick thoughts. You can always check out me streaming. I might be streaming it right now if you're lucky. You can always check out the stream daily at 11 p.m. Central right here on Twitch or on YouTube. Thanks. Have a wonderful day. God bless and take care.